Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is directed by Tim Burton and stars Asa Butterfield, Eva Green, and Samuel L. Jackson. This movie is about a boy named Jake, played by Asa Butterfield, who learns from his grandfather, who just recently passed away, about this particular school. But one day he goes for this cave, and it leads him to this particular school, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, in the 1940s, and our adventure begins from there. Now, I was really looking forward to this movie. I'm a huge, huge fan of Tim Burton. I love this guy's work. The guy's been very hit or miss within the last, I would say, maybe decade. So the last, maybe 6 years, I would say. Ever since Alice in Wonderland, he's been very hit or miss with a lot of people. I really liked his last one, Big Eyes, which was so different in his career. He hadn't directed a normal film like that in forever, probably since Big Fish, which came out in 2003. And that was the first non-Johnny Depp movie he did in forever. So I was really looking forward to this movie. I love the trailers. I love a majority of the cast, except for Asa Butterfield. I'll get to him later on. But I gotta tell you, I really, really like this film. I didn't love it like I want to, but I had such a good time watching it. And I'll start with the positives. Visually, the film is great. He has a good eye for visuals. And his cinematography is really gorgeous. It's really sweeping. It's fantastic. The score by, I think Danny Elfman composed this. Did he? Oh, God. I don't know. I'll put the... God. Okay. If I got this wrong, I will put it right over here, right under me. All right, there we go. The end. Goodbye. But I love the score. I love the magical, whimsical feeling score. And this is Tim Burton's X-Men. When you go into this movie, you know that it's going to be like Tim Burton's X-Men, because his school is for people who feel they don't feel right in the world. They feel abnormal because of their abilities and stuff. So it makes sense that people are calling this Tim Burton's X-Men. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. If it's a well-crafted story, then that's understandable. And this movie is very well-crafted. The direction by Burton is very, very good. I wasn't bored one bit during the movie. I love the way it was directed. I thought all the performances were pretty darn good. I love the script. It was written by Jane Goldman, who usually works with Matthew Vaughn. So I think she wrote Kingsman. I think she wrote that movie with Matthew Vaughn. I think she's also writing the sequel, which is currently being filmed. So yeah, the writing very good. The acting, pretty good. Eva Green, fantastic in the film. She really shines in Miss Peregrine. A lot of people say that Eva Green's kind of a hit or miss actress. I agree. I'm not really the biggest fan of her. She is very attractive, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a good actress. But she killed it in this movie. She really owned this role. I really liked all the kids from the school. I really liked all of them. My favorite being Emma, whose peculiarity is air. I really liked her a lot. I thought she was great, as was this girl Claire, who had a mouth on the back of her head. She was eating a chicken wing at one point. It was really funny. It's in the trailer, but it's quite amusing. All the adults did pretty good. Chris O'Dowd is the father. Kim Dickens is the mother. Samuel L. Jackson was in the movie for a little bit, but when he was in it, he did a pretty good job. And now Asa Butterfield. Look, here's the thing, and this is going to be a very biased opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of Asa Butterfield. I don't think this kid's that good of an actor. I know a lot of people like him. I'm sorry, I just don't see why everyone likes him. Personally, that's just my opinion. I've always found him to be very emo. He lacks emotion. The only movies I thought he was serviceable in were The Boy in the Striped Pajamas and Hugo. In Ender's Game, he was bad. In that movie, The Space Between Us, the one he's doing with Britt Robertson, which looks really bad in my opinion. He looks bad in that film. He was not good in this movie, in my opinion. I like the character. It's just the performance I just didn't care for. I didn't really feel anything towards this character because of the performance. The character was cool and everything. Sure, you felt for him. Sure, you could relate to him. But it's the performance was so lackluster. It's ugh, gross. But the story is really, really good. It's basically a nice message about finding who you really are, finding out who you're going to be with, what kind of group are you going to be with, who you work with, who you don't work well with. I really like the aspect of this movie. My only flaws with the movie, like I said, Asa Butterfield's performance is one of them, but I thought the film could have been a little shorter. I didn't think it had to be over 2 hours long. That's just how I see it, but Tim Burton generally likes to make his movies short, long, short, long. It's all over the place. It's pretty bad, and I do not enjoy that aspect. So I enjoyed the movie. I do recommend it. I would say go on matinee. It's not a special movie to go see, but it is enjoyable. Kids might get a kick out of it, but it is a little terrifying for them at young ages. So I'm going to give Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children a B. Guys, tell me what you thought of this movie. If you saw it, what's your favorite Tim Burton film. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.